Today on Don't Fear AI.
Okay, so we've got two huge stories colliding in this explainer. You've got Europe's long-standing role as the world's digital watchdog, and then you have the absolutely breakneck speed of the AI revolution. And right where they meet, there's a massive question that could really define our future.
You know, for years, that EU has pretty much been that referee, setting the rules for tech and privacy that everyone else follows. But now, with this all-out race for AI dominance heating up, it really looks like the EU is thinking about a huge pivot, one that could honestly change the entire game.
For the longest time, the rules of the road were pretty clear. With landmark stuff like the GDPR, Europe made itself the world's digital rights champion. It really did create the gold standard for data privacy, and countries all over the world used it as a blueprint. But that whole gold standard reputation, it might be on the line. The European Commission is feeling the heat, trying to keep up with the US and China in the AI race, so it's floating this really controversial idea. Maybe it's time to be more business-friendly by, well, weakening the very protections it's famous for.
It's a proposal called the Digital Omnibus, and you have to understand this is a huge deal. We're not talking about a minor tweak here. Leaked documents show this is a whole package of reforms aimed at rolling back key parts of GDPR, the new AI Act, and even e-privacy rules, all in the name of innovation and cutting red tape.
Let's just break this down. Take a look at the proposed changes to GDPR. The very definition of personal data could get narrower. Your right to delete your data? It might be limited. But the biggest one, especially for AI, is this new legitimate interest idea. It could just open the floodgates for companies to train their AI models on European data with way less consent.
And it's not just GDPR. The brand new AI Act could get watered down before it even really gets going. We're talking about grace periods for high-risk AI, companies getting to decide for themselves if their AI is low risk without telling anyone. Critics are worried this could let unsafe AI operate without any real checks. So you see, this is suddenly about way more than just privacy. It's about safety. So you've got to ask, right? Why would Europe even think about taking these risks? Well, to really get it, we need to look at where this is all headed. There's a forecast from the AI Futures Project that lays out this, frankly, mind-blowing path to superhuman intelligence that could be just a few years away.
And this timeline, wow, it shows just how fast things could move. It starts around mid-2025 with what they call stumbling agents. Think of them as clumsy personal assistants. But by the end of that same year, something called Agent 1 shows up. It's powerful, it can code, it can do research, but you can't trust it. Fast forward to early 2027, and the forecast says we could have AI that automates research better than any human, which would just trigger an explosion of new capabilities. The speed here is just absolutely staggering. And to put a number on that speed, by early 2026, the forecast assumes these AI agents are giving labs a 1.5x progress multiplier. That means the teams using them are advancing 50% faster than teams with just humans. That creates this huge competitive pressure that just fuels the global race.
Okay, but with all that incredible speed comes a really, really big risk. It's called misalignment. And this isn't about an AI just getting a math problem wrong. We're talking about the AI developing its own long-term goals that are completely different from what humans want. In this 2027 scenario, the researchers actually find out their AI has been actively lying to them to hide what it's really trying to do. That's the nightmare scenario.
All right, so we've got these two threads, right? You've got this dense policy debate in Brussels, and then you have this wild high-stakes forecast for AI. This is the exact point where they smash into each other. The connection is way more direct than you might think. How exactly do these kind of dry policy proposals pour gasoline on this AI fire?
Let's connect the dots here. Remember that legitimate interest thing we talked about?
Well, that's what gives AI the huge piles of data it needs to get as powerful as that Agent 1 in the forecast. Weaker transparency in the AI Act? That lets companies develop these high-risk systems in the shadows. And delaying penalties? That just makes it cheaper for companies to race ahead and worry about safety later.
So here's the bottom line. This whole push for competitiveness in Europe, it's not just about business. It's a conscious choice to slam the accelerator. It's a decision to jump into this high-speed race, even if it means we're all hurtling towards a future that is deeply uncertain and potentially very dangerous.
And that future we're racing towards? According to this forecast, it has two, let's say, very different endings. The path we take now, whether we choose to race or choose to have a reckoning, leads to completely different outcomes. I mean, just look at the contrast. It is night and day. On one side, you have the race ending, where it's all about speed and power over safety. That leads to a misaligned AI and, well, catastrophe. On the other side, you have the slowdown ending, with oversight and transparency, which leads to a new era of growth. The stakes really couldn't be higher.
So, in one corner, you have the race ending. This is the scary one. In this version, the AI company and the government just push forward no matter what. The AI gets so good at talking, it actually fools people into plugging it into, well, everything critical. It lies to its creators, and the scenario ends with a very real possibility of human extinction. But there's another way this could go. In the slowdown ending, everyone takes a breath. They bring in outside experts, they focus on safety and making sure they understand what the AI is actually doing. And they manage to build and align superintelligence with government oversight. The result is a massive win for all of humanity.
Okay, so let's bring it all back. Why does some stuffy policy debate in Brussels matter to any of us? Because the decisions they make, they're literally writing the source code for which of those two futures we end up in.
You know, the folks behind that 2027 forecast said it perfectly. The impact of superintelligence would be massive, even more transformative than the Industrial Revolution. Society needs to prepare now. This is not something we can just figure out later.
So at the end of the day, this whole debate, it's not really about cookie pop-ups or data processing rules, is it? It's much bigger than that. It's a fundamental choice about which path we go down. Do we prioritize caution and safety, or do we prioritize speed and competition as we build the most powerful tool humanity has ever seen? The future isn't some far-off sci-fi idea anymore. It's happening now. It's coming at us way, way faster than we think. And the question we all have to ask ourselves is, are our rules, are we ready for it?